This is your class live video for your project, Writing a Memo. Many of you have probably not written a memo before. It's usually more for business type things, but we'll give it a spin. So your assignment is to write a memo to your teacher explaining which short story you think should no longer be a part of this unit. Be specific about why the story shouldn't be included. Just saying, I didn't like it or it was confusing, it's not enough. Think about the tones, the metaphor, literary elements. Does the story provide solid examples of these literary elements? Why or why not? Was there a story that was less helpful in learning about these elements in short stories? And why do you think it was not beneficial for you or your peers to read? Or you can write about a short story that you have personally read that should be included in this unit. Again, be specific. What are the literary elements that this short story has that are superior to the ones that have been included in this unit? Remember, you have a twofold purpose here. You need to bring attention to problems and you need to solve problems. So if there's a problem with the readings in this unit, you need to bring attention to it. And that's really the purpose of it. So there are a couple of parts of a memo I want to go over. You have this kind of heading statement where it says who you're writing to, who it's from, the date, and a subject. A subject, much like an email, is just a brief little commentary. Make sure you address the reader specifically. So for your example, you'll be writing Ms. Milburn. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professor, I'm not, hey lady, I am Miss Milburn. You will write an opening statement. This is going to explain your purpose. So here you'll be talking about either what short story in general isn't really meeting your criteria for being included in a unit, or which short story you'd like to see included. This is just a general brief overview of a statement. You'll want to give some context, some background of what's going on. So you'll explain why it's important to understand suspense and what essential elements are included in suspense writing. And then you'll explain the task, which is the story that needs to be removed or the story that should be added. You'll have a closing segment. You shouldn't have any necessary attachments unless you are recommending a reading to be included to the unit, in which case you'll need to explain or add what the story is. So there's some notes on formatting just so that you know what I'm looking for when we're talking about format. And I've included a sample here. So here they have a 2-line, we know who it's from, the date, and the subject. This person is talking about market research. As I noted before, usually memos are more business oriented. So this person is talking about market research and giving a general overview in this opening paragraph. They talk about internet advertising, which is where you might talk about the essential elements of suspense writing and some of the literary elements that are necessary and why you think the story that you're suggesting be removed does not fulfill those elements. And then some more recommendations, and then have your nice little closing paragraph summarizing and explaining why you've selected the story that you have to be removed. It's pretty straightforward. It probably won't be as long as this example, maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs. But if you have any questions, do let me know. Otherwise, good luck, and I will see you in class.